Jingliang versus Tony Ferguson takes place this weekend in the co-main event of UFC 279. Chimaev versus Diaz 2. My voice almost, oh my god, my voice is giving up at the beginning of the video. But, Jingliang, Tony Ferguson, this is a great fight. Not the most anticipated fight, because it was signed a bit early for this card. Kind of a short notice fight, not going to lie here. To save this card. This one and the Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez one. But this is a great fight. Outside of the co-main event, this is a great fight. And outside of the main event, this is probably the best fight on the card. Second best fight on the card. Jingliang, Tony Ferguson. This is going to be a really good fight. And I like Tony Ferguson, man. I really do. I like Tony Ferguson. I think he is now falling off, especially after that brutal KO loss to Michael Chandler. It is sad to see Ferguson come back in here against a huge power puncher early in Jingliang. And that was a bad KO, but he did look good against Chandler. I think he said just because he had a good round one, where arguably he lost round one. Let's be real. Like, I understand he dropped Chandler, but he became grounded out on the ground, beat up on the ground, elbows from Ferguson, big shots from Chandler. So round one's pretty even, but I would say that round goes to Tony, especially watching it live because he dropped Chandler. But then he just got completely put out cold. Of course, he got grounded out for freaking 15 minutes by both Oliveira and Dariush. Of course, Gaethje beat him. But he's moving up to welterweight. Not the first time at welterweight. He's back at welterweight. At first in his career, he was at welterweight. But this is for a while. This is the first time in a while he's been at welterweight and 170. I just don't see him beating Lee, and I don't get the matchmaking here. I think Jingliang's got this one because Jingliang is good. He's very freaking good. And I know he got put out by Chimaev, but that's Chimaev. Oh, that was a bad loss. He lost to Chimaev. I don't care. That was Khamzat Chimaev. Not a bad loss, and that's aging very well. Chimaev can very well go out there and beat Leon Edwards Usman, and especially Nate Diaz this weekend, which he most likely will, and he will. I'm pretty confident he won't lose that. And Chimaev could be the next big thing. And that's not a bad loss. You know, dude put out Muslim Salikov in that last one pretty badly. Muslim Salikov's a very good striker. I know now he's kind of getting older, and now you can probably say that. But dude put out Muslim Salikov. Dude put out Santiago Ponzinibbio, out cold, by the way. And yeah, he melted Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos, David Zawada. You know, but he does have these losses here and there. Like, he lost to Neil Magny, lost to Jake Matthews. But you gotta look at it. Neil Magny, not the best of losses. But maybe in a rematch, Lee could maybe KO him. You know, at the time, it was 2020. Right before the world kind of went to whatever it was. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get demonetized. But Neil Magny, over 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago, Neil Magny beat Jingliang. And he out-grappled him. Do you really believe that he's gonna go out there? Do you believe he's gonna get out-grappled by Tony Ferguson? Will he get out-grappled by Tony Ferguson? He sure could get out-grappled by Tony Ferguson, but Ferguson isn't gonna shoot. That is the problem I'm gonna have. And even if he tries his hardest, this is not like a full camp fight, 2 months training. This is like a 3-week training camp for both of them. And Ferguson, Jingliang's a welterweight. He's been there his whole career, I think. Well, in the UFC, definitely. Ferguson hasn't been there for a while, and he has to have time to build himself up as a welterweight, and he's not going to have that much of time. He just got KO'd 4 months ago by Michael Chandler, and not just KO'd, alright? Put out cold with one of the vicious front kicks I've ever seen. Like, you can say Anderson Silva front kicks all you want. Dude put out Belfort, ground and pound shots afterwards. Chandler, one kick out cold. Alright, that shit may never be the same. And I am going to go Li Jingliang here by decision. And I'll get through that later in this video. But I just don't think Ferguson's going to get it. Alright, dude's 38 years old. Turning in February to 30. He's turning February in 39. So, dude is very soon turning, it's very soon turning, what's it called? He's turning 39 in February, and dude got KO'd badly by Chandler. KO of the year, arguably, but I'd say Edwards Usman is up there now. But at the time, Chandler's front kick could be up there too, and that was brutal. I don't know. That's not the point of this video, but he put him to sleep, and it was bad. I don't see him going out there and winning against Li Jingliang. I don't think it's logical to pick Ferguson at this point. He could go out there and out-grapple Li, but again, even if he's kind of not really good at offensive grappling, and he doesn't really do that for his game plan, and even if he does, he just isn't the strongest of guys. Tony Ferguson, he is kind of weak of a person, let's be real. Like, Dariush was able to out-grapple him. Oliveira was able to out-grapple him. Not good looks. Chandler early on, later on in the first round, was able to just take him down easily. You know? I just don't see it going well for Tony, man. Poor old Tony. I just don't see him going out there and just winning. Sure, he can go out there. He can go out there, stand on the feet with Li Jingliang and maybe catch Li off guard and put him away. But Li Jingliang looks like he has a good chin on him, if I'm being quite honest with you. Like, he's 34 years old, Li, but he's good. And he looks like he has a good chin. Like, he beat Muslim Salikov. He beat Santiago Ponzinibbio. Yeah, he lost Chimaev, but if that was on the feet against Chimaev, that's an interesting fight. Let's be real. Before the Gilbert Burns fight for Hamzat, that was an interesting fight. And I just don't see him going out there and winning. I really don't. Jake Matthews out-grappled him, but we'll see. Jake Matthews just beat Fialho. You know, he's looking good, Jake Matthews, now, so that's not aging bad. Magny 1 is aging quite bad, but I think he can beat Magny in a rematch if they ever do it. Do it. No pun intended. But, I think he's gonna be, it's tough, but I think he's gonna beat Tony Ferguson. Ferguson can be awkward on the feet, and I think he does have a reach advantage here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's gonna have a 4.5-inch reach advantage here to work with, which he could do, but I don't see him playing at range. Salikov tried doing that, and Salikov got KO'd. Ponzinibbio tried doing that. Ponzinibbio got KO'd. And Salikov may not be the best, but the Ponzinibbio loss, it's not even looking that bad. Not even looking that bad, since Ponzinibbio just made razor-close decisions against Mikel Pereira and Jeff Neal. You know, and arguably won both of them, especially the Jeff Neal one. The Pereira one's close. He won against Jeff Neal. My eyes, anyways. But good for Li Jingliang to get this fight. Get a good legend name on your record. He's probably not going to be anything, Li. But, my opinion, dude's been disrespected in these last couple of fights. Like, yeah, he beat Salikov. Dude's been disrespected, I think. He's been disrespected, in my opinion. Like, he knocked out Ponzinibbio, who was on a massive streak. Yeah, you can say maybe a layoff, but I don't care. He still went out there and put out Santiago Ponzinibbio. And you can maybe say age, but if anything, UFC wants to market an Asian fighter, especially a male fighter. So, he KOs Ponzinibbio. Alright. Ponzinibbio fights Jeff Neal, let's say. Like, since then he fought, but then he fought Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal wins, like, razor-close decision over Ponzinibbio. I was thinking about this earlier. Jeff Neal, I said this up to the Luke K fight versus Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal gets a split decision win over Ponzinibbio, where he arguably loses, but wins a close decision anyway. Split decision win. close decision, either way fight. I thought Ponzi clearly won, but just for people that thought Neil won, it was a close fight. Jingliang gets nothing when he KOs Ponzinibbio out cold. Here's Khamzat Chimaev, dude, with a smiley face after he KO'd Ponzinibbio. Jeff Neal goes to a split decision with Ponzinibbio. Here's a jump up to number 6 for Sente Luque. That's stupid. Should have been Neal versus Khamzat. Should have been Li Jingliang versus Luque. Makes no sense to me. Dude's getting disrespected. Good that he's getting a vet name in Ferguson, but I feel bad for Tony. But this is a good moment for Lee, because he's in a big arena, big pay-per-view card, and people are going to watch Tony fight. Outside of Diaz versus Chimaev, people are going to watch. Alright, let's see what Tony's doing. Let's see what Tony's got. And people are going to notice, oh, that's the guy Khamzat beat. He's fighting Tony. Hopefully Tony wins. So people are going to definitely tune into this. But yeah, I think Tony's going to get... Oh, I think he's going to lose. And not just... I don't even think he's going to lose by KO. Like, Lee could KO him. But I just don't see Ferguson just getting one punch KO'd. I think it's going to take something wild, what Chandler did. And yeah, he leaves his chin open, but he took Gaethje's best shots. But Lee could be the guy, but I think Lee's going to drop him multiple times. That's what I think. Lee's going to drop him like 2 times in one round. Ferguson will have a good ending. Saves it from being a 10-8. Same thing for the each rounds. Ferguson gets dropped. Ferguson will have a good showing, but he'll get dominated for 3 rounds, I do believe. And it'll be a fun scrap where it's kind of one-sided, but it's kind of back and forth. I think Lee's going to win by decision. He can win by decision. But another outcome that could happen, early stoppage in round 1 for Lee. Yeah. If Lee just one punch KOs him, he's a freaking savage. And I'll credit Chimaev 100%. Yeah, I don't see Lee losing. Better chin here. I think they're both equal, but I think Lee at this point, after Ferguson's last KO. And, yeah. His cardio, Lee, could be a problem. The cardio of Li Jingliang could actually be a problem. But he doesn't really gas when it's a striking fight. I think Ferguson needs to just put a heavy grappling pace. Ferguson won't gas, so he should do that, in my opinion. Game plan for Ferguson, just keep grappling. It's not the best way to win. It's just not the best way to win, but it's a win to save your freaking career. Don't strike. He ain't gonna drop. Underrated take. Chandler's quite chinny. Lee looks like he has a solid chin. And Asians usually have a solid chin in general. So yeah, I think Tony's gonna lose. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm doing a Holland Rodriguez prediction tomorrow as well. I just don't see this one going well for Ferguson, man. I really don't. Hopefully he gets it. I really do hope he gets it done. Just not his night, I don't believe. Why this fight? Listen, who wins? The winner of this one, if it's Li Jingliang, I'll get Ferguson after, if he does win. But if Lee, I'll go to the rankings. So Ferguson's not in the rankings, but if he does win, he'll go number 14, I do believe, where Lee is. Maybe if he gets more of an impressive victory of what Magny did, then he can go above Magny as well. But if Ferguson wins, if Ferguson wins, there's a lot of fights you can do. Wonderboy, if Wonderboy hasn't signed a fight since then, and Ferguson doesn't take much damage, which I really do believe he will. Wonderboy's there. Take on strikers, ignore grapplers. Brady can screw off. Masvidal wouldn't be bad, but I don't know what they're doing. Masvidal, Burns, and that. Luque, Darce versus Darce. Darce King versus Darce King. See who's the better Darce in the UFC. Who's the Darce King in the UFC? That would be good. And yeah, ignore Shavkat. Chiasa's a winnable fight because Chiesa is freaking dumb. But Chiesa would just hold him down, I believe. He would just out-grapple Tony. But Chiesa could get Darce or something. And on the feet, Ferguson ain't gonna lose. And Chiesa's just complete shit on the feet. Just jabs, pathetic jabs. But yeah, Magny's winnable, but he probably gets out-grappled. Mikel Pereira is a good fight. Maybe the guys outside the rankings, maybe the veterans. Matt Brown, Robbie Lawler, maybe Barberina. Honestly, I was thinking about this out earlier as well. Barberina. Barberina's name, if I'm honest with you, Brian Barberina's nickname, Bam Bam, which it shouldn't be, tied to Rivasi. Why are you copying him, man? He might have been in the... I honestly think he was in the UFC longer. Brian Barberina, freaking Brian the veteran killer Barberina. He killed Matt Brown, he killed Robbie Lawler. He didn't actually kill him or knocked him out, but he likes getting wins over the veterans. So take Ferguson on your record as well. Ferguson wins. Let's do Ferguson versus Luke. And yeah, if Lee wins, he did lose to Magny though, which is annoying, and Jake Matthews he lost to, which is gonna hold him back. But Lee versus Chiesa? Where's Chiesa at, man? Where the hell's Chiesa at? Maybe Lee versus Shavkat? That'd be good to see if Lee actually has improved. And then it'll test Shavkat's chin on the feet. And it would improve Lee in the grappling and see if his grappling improved. That's what I meant there. But yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is a prediction breakdown of Lee Jingliang versus Tony Ferguson. Hopefully Ferguson gets it, but I think Lee.